Okay, so other stream, other week, other stream. Can be there tonight, so I'm gonna make a recording for you guys. Looking here at Bitcoin on the daily time frame. These are the buys from before. We're sitting against this resistance, so we're a bit early, but ideally we can actually break above. We go a little bit lower. And we see we actually are still pumping. I just longed this here. I hope whenever you see this, you can still enter. But very good stuff. BTC holding this 200 EMA. We're above the pivot here. We've seen that meme line here. We're doing the breakout, probably test this, and then go for this extension and maybe higher, which I don't think so, but at least I will try to TP most here. And eventually, if we get to 84K, that would be like really good. So this is actually, yeah, Bitcoin pushing, so it's good for all the other coins. Let's have a look at LDO, so the second coin to look at for today. I'm already in, so I'm already in for a while. There is already a big profit here, 24%. Yeah, it's pretty good. I'm gonna send my friend a chart. Oh damn, yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna stop recording. Let's just go to the LDO. LDO, I think I've shared in the group. Yeah, very bullish. It broke structure here. It got, instead of a downward trend, it started trending upwards on a lower time frame. So let's say here, this is the low, this broke it, this is the low, this is the high, this is the low, this is the high, this is the low, this is the high, and eventually we will get these this liquidity above here. So maybe you can even put your stop over there. I'm thinking this is really a nice trade, but don't enter now. If you want to get a chance to enter, it might be better if you wait until we test that pivot again, or the 200 EMA band here. I didn't move my stop yet, so yeah, we'll see what happens here. Myro, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, I was actually about to TP here, but I think I'm just going to keep it for these highs. These highs probably will be taken, so I might remove my TP and keep it here. Similar story, right? So we had this kind of pattern, the big move down, a little bit of like accumulation, and then bounced above, and now we're going higher. I shared the detailed analysis already. I think I shared it on Twitter too a while ago. Of course, here we do have our stops at break even. I'm pretty confident it will not go that low anymore, but we could look for an add-on here for Myro, and we might be able to do it something like this. It will depend on how the market moves, but I'm gonna put my alarm here so we can look at that. OP, I'm actually in OP. Let me look where I entered. I'm in the red. It's also happening. So 2.6 is where I entered. 2.6, 4 and a bit. Somewhere here is my entry price for OP. My stop is below this S1, and my TP is at 3.6. So the first extension, the first Fibonacci extension here, is where I will be TPing. OP, I'm not that sure about it yet. I longed it because it was an ETH beta, and I thought they would be printing heavily. But yes, you all know we are not yet printing that heavy on ETH and on betas. So still think we'll see this move, and then at least take out these levels. So yeah, be ready. If you're not in yet, be ready for a good moment. OP is really looking good. Next trade which I'm in, RNDR, I've been trying a few times, as you can see before. I got stopped. I tried again here on the 4 hour. It looks really clean. We are pushing against resistance here, but if we eventually can get above, it would be really great, because then we're gonna give a good pump. The narrative is good still. AI is still hot. Everything around it is hot. Normally today or whenever it will merge this kind of coin. Maybe there's already news. I don't really know or not. I don't really care for the fundamentals. I'm more or less a technical analysis trader. So yeah, my bets are still on that we will pump up for RNDR. Next one, BNB. I actually shared a analysis just online. Briefly going to go over it. So I think we have these levels here. We break them. We broke above. Change of structure. These are higher than the previous lows. Right here it isn't. Here it isn't. Here it isn't. And this kind of compression is now leading into me going to long it. So I longed actually just now on that pivot here, and I think we're gonna see big moves for BNB. I'm gonna swing it until 950-ish. I had a good calculation, so you can see it on my Twitter. But I think something like that below the low here is where I will see BNB go. So let's quickly chart BNB together with you guys. So this one is where the structure got confirmed. We look at this low. We're going to go to the 4 hour. It's going to make it a bit easier. We look at this low. I actually didn't enter here. I entered a little bit late, which is not really a problem, in my opinion. But ideally, what you do is you enter here and you layer a little bit lower. Just make sure your stop is low enough, maybe below this low. It is still good. I think I have it at 67 at in my trade that I shared. So this is pretty nice. What we see happening is a move 1, move 2, retracement, the third move, which we can measure with the extension, the Fibonacci extension. So ideally we get something over there. Eventually, if that happens, that means that this is the new low. This is the new low. So we'll pull another Fib from here to here. So ideally what we will see is we see it tracing back, which stays above this line, which means it's still a valid structure, and then eventually we go up until the full TP, and the full TP we can also again make a calculation which it will end up, and yeah, as I said, somewhere here 920-ish. This is a very fast drawing. I mean, this is not really how people usually do it, but I'm doing the stream, so I don't want to take too long. Anyways, good opportunity to go to my Twitter or my channel. If you're not in the channel, you can see it. FED, this is also still a long, which is running. Similar story, pretty easy. We see the breakout here of that meme line. I was already in before, as I thought this was a nice opportunity to scale in. I mean, if we would go below, that would mean that the whole structure would have been broken, which we didn't. So eventually FED will be pushing, and it will be pushing up. And we know how FED does. Whenever FED starts to push, it starts to push very hard. So I don't want to miss out on the move. All in all, I'm going to go to the others, which are the memes, which I've been saying all weekend. Go meme, go meme, go meme. And the memes are pushing very hard. Popcat is actually pushing very hard against the mid-range here. I'll give you an explanation. So we have the impulse up, which is where we form our range. We have the sell side liquidity here, which is taken. It's barely taken. This is the high. So a high, higher high. We get the lower low. Similar story, higher high, lower high. Sorry guys, I'm wrong. And then we go down, we go down, we go down, we go down, and suddenly we have a higher low, where I longed on the retracement here. The TPs are actually here, but I think we're going to extend it. So this is actually a trade that I took already inside the trade, but I'm actually waiting for it to get here, then maybe turn down, and then to take the full move. But eventually we will already be in, we'll already TP along the way. And if we don't make this move, at least we already have a big move after us. So if you look at it, it is about 40%, which is crazy. SUI, similar stuff. We broke that structure. I wanted to see getting above this pivot along it. I'm actually already long, I think. Yes, I'm already long since 104. 104, where is 104? Somewhere here. So I already long before, it doesn't matter. You can still get in once we do this kind of move. So here, put your stop below this low, otherwise it will be invalidated. And aim high. I mean, these kind of coins can go good. So at least the R3 here, which is like a 4.3 R, which is ridiculously good. WIF, this one we've been sharing before. We have already shared it in the stream. We've already shared it on Twitter. We've shared it everywhere. This is the add-on I did before I had another trade running, which I will. Yeah, I'm not going to share it. Yeah, I can share it. Wait 1 second. Where did I enter? I entered on 2.9. Ah, this is the add-on. Yeah, okay. 2.90. This is where the add-on got filled. So yeah, at the pivot here. Yeah, good profit. Already 300% on 25x. So really nice. A similar story, I guess. A reclaim of this nice EMA. We switch to being bullish. We break out of that structure. The move is up. We failed here, but eventually now we get a nice move. BIGTIME is one which you can put some alerts. I've been charting a little bit, and I think once BIGTIME hits the pivot here, my first entry will go off, and I hope actually to fill it a bit lower. You see there's an alert here, which will be the trigger for me to look at it again. I just put the entries there, I put the limits there, and I don't care anymore. We're looking at a 3.8 and a 5.5, so eventually it's like 4.5 R trade here with a very wide stop. You could put even your stop here. We just need to measure from the low to the high here, and yeah, just make sure you are below the 886, then you're pretty safe. But I like to, on these kind of coins, they move very hard, a lot of scam wicks, so I like to take it a more safe approach and put it lower, meaning a little bit less reward, but a little bit less size, but that's not a problem. We do something like that. Quite like it. Pepe, yeah, Pepe, we're in from way before, and the add-on here too. Right now, I'm not pretty sure. We're pushing the resistance, so we might actually start to retrace, but meme season is around the corner. So yeah, we for sure will see the R3 here, that high on the range. Eventually, if you look at the daily, and we remove all this and this and this, then you see what happened here. You have that nice retrace back to that golden pocket. Then we have the extension, which our previous trade was based on. And you see we actually already reaching these higher levels. So I don't think longing PP now is really a necessity. I think it's a bit too much risk at this time. But eventually we will probably take this high and this level and this level. So all in all, a few good trades. Remember, BIGTIME is going to be a nice one. We could actually have a little bit more upside target. I mean, it's possible, but for me this is good enough. BTC is at this time breaking out, so if it breaks out and it holds and stagnates a bit here, also follow very soon. Yeah. Don't hesitate too much. Just go for it. And yeah, if you have questions, you can just shoot them to me in the chat. Sorry that I didn't do the live stream, but I made a recording for you guys, so hopefully you're still happy. That's it. See you later.